This is take one of COM3340 employment interview, Isis Garza. Hi, Isis. I'm Randy Gummelt from San Jacinto College. I'm interviewing you for the position you applied for as an admin assistant for the president's office. How are you today?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Good. I got a few questions I'd like to ask you about the role and some of your work history. To just get right into it, I have a simple question. You've applied for the position of an administrative assistant. Uh, what do you feel the admin serves in that role? What role do you think they play here at San Jacinto?
The role that I think they play there at San Jacinto is helping the president, keeping the president up to date with all the documents and filing um, for all meetings, keeping up to date with meeting times, keeping the schedule in place, um, canceling meetings in case if they need to get canceled, uh, scheduling meetings. Also, I already done stuff. um,
No, it's easy. I have another one to help you. I got questions. What do you enjoy about the work you do now? You have down that you're administrative assistant in your resume. What do you enjoy about the job?
I enjoy it because I you get to communicate with different people. You get to know different people from all different areas, different cultures. And you get to know their background as well to see their what they're willing to do to keep on progressing in life.
All right, so you're a people person. That's good. Uh, Another thing about the job itself, what experience do you have with the current software that we're going to need you to use, like Word, Excel? Do
I
you have it?
currently at my job position right now, I use SAP, I use a lot of Word, I use a lot of Excel spreadsheets. So I'm pretty savvy in that area.
All right, so you're already working with the programs that we use mainly here. Uh, can you describe a situation where, as administrative assistant, you use discretion because you do have information that needs to be, held used discreetly. Can you describe a
Yes.
situation?
Well, it's mainly to maintain their folders. Everything is on the computer. I don't give no information out unless if it's to them personally or to their supervisor if they are requesting any information. But other than that, all their information is stored discreetly and no one is able to get into their information unless if it is a higher ups person.
All right, so you understand that there's information that you don't just share with everyone, and you've used it. Okay, great. Can you tell me what kind of management style you prefer? What kind of boss you like to work for?
Mm. I really like to work with everyone. Yes, I know there might be some that are difficult, but you get adjusted, you adapt to their work culture, and you just keep moving with it. I mean, I like to be a team player, so it's nice to get to know the person and work with them side by side to get to know them very well, and you get to know their habits and what not to do to upset them.
Right. Those are good. On to the next question. You're actually familiar with this role. What's hard about being an administrative assistant, and do you see yourself doing this role long term, or did you have other career aspirations?
The hard part about being an administrative assistant, well, in my position where I enter time is sometimes the employees don't write down work order numbers or they don't write down the correct hours. So with that, you have to start digging in deeper to see what work order they worked on. Or you have to email their supervisor to see if they know, or email different people just to get to the right stuff, especially their work orders. Or if they don't write down the right hours, of course we have to email the higher up, the supervisor over the other supervisor, and make sure it's okay that we put in that time, or what coding do we have to use for that person. And I wouldn't mind doing this the rest of my career. It's enjoyable. Like I said, you get to know different people and different backgrounds.
All right, that was good. So the next question I have, it sounds like you're dealing with a large team. So my question was, tell me about when you had to support a large team. How many people are you supporting currently?
Currently, right now, I input time for at least 50 people. But when we have the other administrative absent, it's a little over 100 people.
Okay. And what do you like least about your position? What do you like the least?
Ooh, it's not a difficult question, but I mean, there's nothing that I don't like about it. It's very easy. I mean, it's do what you got to do, and you're done for the rest of the day. I love it. It's very simple. Of course, sometimes it may get difficult, but you have other team members that will help you get through it.
All right. This one is important. What's your salary expectation?
What would be the salary that y'all will provide?
So we're looking for administrative assistant here at San Jacinto. Uh, they would start between 35 and 45,000 a year, depending on uh, experience. Would that be something you'd be interested in, or is that
It's something I would be interested in. It's in about the range that I was probably expecting to hear.
okay? And then, what does customer service mean to you?
Customer service is basically the customer is always right, but of course, you got to investigate depending on what the customer is be complaining about, or if anything is wrong, you want to investigate and make sure they're right, and if there is something wrong, you want to correct it in the timely manner.
Okay, those are all good. About to the end. Did you have any questions for me as that you had about the job?
um what is it that what is the hardest part being an administrative assistant for the president?
So, being an admin assistant for the president at San Jacinto College, one of the hardest parts is dealing with the different people who come through the school. You have very high profile people, a lot of donors, people who are used to getting their way at all times. And there's times that they're not going to be getting their way, and you're going to be the face representing the president's office, handling situations that aren't always amicable or good. So, dealing with like fires, basically, that you have to put out in a way that the donor or important person who's talking to the president, whether it be a dean or a uh, staff issue or whatever, there's a lot of problems that happen with people who are usually pretty prominent, used to get in their way. And so you're going to be the person they contact, that they have contact with, and have to put out those fires. So that's what would be the hardest part of being the president's admin assistant. Also, scheduling, being punctual, being on time, stuff like that. So, any other questions?
Mm-mm.
All
No,
right, great. Thank you for your
you
time.
answered my question.